Hello and welcome to another Caffeinated Entertainment video. It's Art here with a book review for The Affair by Lee Child, Book 16 in the Jack Reacher series. This is actually a prequel, so it felt a little bit out of place because it doesn't pick up the thread that was left in A Wanted Man. But it tells us the story of how Jack Reacher, Jack no middle name Reacher, was unceremoniously let go from the federal or from the U.S. Army. In here we see a younger Reacher, a more following orders Reacher, a Reacher that has to check in because he's still technically on assignment with the Army. And we see Leon Garber again, which is nice. Of course, it's a prequel, so that's going to happen. His brother Joe plays a big part of it, so that's going to happen too because it's a prequel. But we see a more animalistic nature of Reacher, a more sense of justice Reacher, a more a more sense of right and wrong Reacher than we've seen in the latest books, because it's so just ingrained in his character now that we don't stop to think about that kind of a thing. But we have what we have because we have it. And this is the book, okay, it's the best illustration I can give you is the Bond movies start with Dr. No. That review is coming on Friday, by the way. But the Bond books start with Casino Royale. So in 1963 or 62, when Dr. No came out, it launched the series. Killing Floor launched Jack Reacher. But in book 16, The Affair, we went back to Jack Reacher's version of Casino Royale kind of thing, where Daniel Craig rebooted the series in 2006. So that right there tells you what this book is going to be like. It is a chunk of a book, it is a long book, but its pacing is on point. Lee Child is on point in this book. I think he got his vim and vigor back for the character in this book, which I would like to see more of in the future books, very much so. I know that he intends to eventually let his brother write most of the book, but I hope that he continues to keep an eye on the series and continues to keep a must-have pulse on the series, because I think as much as he can talk about with his brother, and his brother can interject his youth, like is found in The Affair, because The Affair has the youth. You see the animalistic nature of Reacher as he gets physical, his sense of justice, his sense of core, but he still needs that guiding principle, which in the author duo would be Lee Child himself, which is I know is his pen name, because I know what his real name is, but I'm going by pen name here because I don't know the man personally. But I will say that I think The Affair is just a touch below The Killing Floor, but it's right up there with it in terms of action, in terms of purpose, because Jack Reacher has to be a man with a purpose, and in The Affair he is a man with a purpose again, and that's very, very, very good. He's a man with a purpose, he's a man with a plan, and he's a man that needs to be, in the sense of he has to do what's right, damn the consequences. And in The Affair, just like in The Killing Floor, he does Do what's right. Damn the consequences. For me, it was a 4 out of 5-star read book. It's not a 5-star read because it's so big that at times in the beginning its pacing is a little bit slow. It is a read it, own it, love it. It is an enjoy it. It's part of the Reacher series. It's part of what I would consider the quintessential Reacher series. It's very, very good. I cannot wait to see where A Wanted Man takes this, which is book 17, which is my next Jack Reacher book that I'll be reading at some point, not this month. More than likely, I got plenty to read for this month. But I can't wait to dive back into the Jack Reacher series and finish off the rest of the Reacher books that I haven't read. It's a read it, own it, love it for me. It's a 4 out of 5 stars for me on the GoodReads scale. You're not going to be able to pass this up, and this does fill in some patchwork holes that were in the Jack Reacher series, and I think Lee Child picked the right time to do it, because after 15 books, we've established who Reacher is and what Reacher is. Now it's time to fill in the backstory and get his backstory, and The Affair does that quite nicely. Do I know if it's going to be the only backstory book? No. Do I hope it's not? Yes. Because I think the backstory books allow him to rewind the clock a little bit and show us a little bit more of Jack Reacher's nature and make Reacher a more well-rounded character. But I would say do not pass up The Affair. Do not pass up the Jack Reacher series. They're great. It's like the John D. McDonald, Travis McGee series. They're amazing. And before I gush on too much and get into spoilers, this is what I'm going to say. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the Jack Reacher series, and let me know that in the comments down below, and let me know what you thought of, or if there's another character like Jack Reacher or Travis McGee that you would like to see me read and dive into that I haven't either started or mentioned. Let me know that in the comments down below. But this is what I'm going to say. You know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more, please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading. I'll see you again soon. And peace.